The worlds of the Kingdom Hearts series have been a grand and diverse selection of memorable Disney films that have changed and grown with each title, and it's already blatant to see that Kingdom Hearts 3 will follow suit with the confirmations of Tangled, Big Hero 6, and Returning Hercules World, along with the Mysterious Tower, which will more likely be an extension of Twilight Town once again. I've covered aspects of potential worlds for Kingdom Hearts 3, but now I bring you my list of the top 5 worlds representing Disney films I want to see in Kingdom Hearts 3. This list will only encapsulate completely new Disney worlds that have not been represented in the past Kingdom Hearts games, without counting the worlds we already have confirmed for Kingdom Hearts 3. So let's get into it with number 5. I know, this movie is pretty recent, but how about let's go through a checklist. Narrative dealing directly with a heart? Check. Protagonist from an island who yearns to go explore beyond its borders? Check, check. One of the story's main conflicts is averting destruction brought on by the darkness? Check, check, checkmate. Like seriously, when I was watching this movie in theaters, it could not scream Kingdom Hearts enough. Moana's oceans, islands, and the realm of monsters all have great exploration potential, especially if we get to use Keyblade gliders this time around. And both Maui and Moana can be awesome partner characters. Though Maui obviously seems to be more of the combat ready of the two, Moana has shown to hold her own, and perhaps she can use spells and limits connected to the water. Since Moana seems like she would be quite the kindred spirit to Sora, I'd lean to her being a partner character, with Maui being a summon after completing the world. But I'm good either way. The world also has some cool options for boss battles, including Tamatoa and Taka. And since part of Kingdom Hearts 3 plot deals with searching for information on a number of things, the climax of the film could easily act as a way to search for answers. For those who watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about, no spoilers, I got you. So with all that being said, that's why I think Moana gets the number 5 spot. Okay, this one is one of those choices that is, 1, basically a shoo-in at this point, and 2, has people really polarized on its potential addition, and I really don't understand why. I enjoyed Frozen a lot, and it was such a huge win for Disney. It would kind of be a crime for Square not to put Frozen in Kingdom Hearts 3 in any shape, way, or form. Like, literally this is the top grossing anime movie of all time, and the best selling Blu-ray in the United States of all time. Oh, but Kingdom Hearts 3 is made in Japan, blah blah blah. Yeah, well, it's the number 3 highest grossing movie of all time in Japan. But enough with the accolades. Arendelle as a world would be such a great place to explore, especially when everything is frozen, such as the kingdom grounds, the snowy mountains leading up to Elsa's castle, and the castle itself will be an awesome sight in the kingdom shader. Options for bosses are also there as well, with Marshmallow, perhaps a darkness harboring Hans, and maybe even an unstable Elsa. And once again, this film does have a direct correlation with the concept of the heart, with the frozen heart. And this is Kingdom Hearts, so combine that with the character, setting, story, and I feel we have a great world on our hands. Who will be the partner though? I don't know, maybe a Final Fantasy character? Snow? Get it? Because it's frozen? And there's snow everywhere? God, I'm horrible. I get that a lot of people think that Square might turn Frozen into a sing-along world. God, please, Square, don't do that. Just don't do that to us. But I feel the immense potential of Frozen as a film and its dominance in and out of Disney would make it a no-brainer, and that's why it gets number 4 in my book. Now to take a look at this underrated classic. The Black Cauldron tends to fall under the radar of many Disney fans due to the fact that it's one of Disney's darker films and it didn't do too well at the box office. But I think despite that, it will be a great addition to Kingdom Hearts 3. Look, Alice in Wonderland did Superman at the box office, and they made a world on that super lame Mickey Mouse Musketeer movie, so I don't want to hear it. Despite its relatively short running time, the film has shown off many settings within Priden that Kingdom Hearts 3 can take advantage of with its new take on large scope of worlds. Terran as a partner will be interesting, as we can see his growth in the game like we did in the movie, especially when he gets that busted magical sword. And now onto the good part. There is no shortage of enemies here thanks to the Black Cauldron, the Horned King, and his army of the dead, the Cauldronborn. All of this sounds like exciting fights and bosses to be had, doesn't it? The Black Cauldron itself could be used as a catalyst for darkness that would or could be of use to a certain set of villains, just saying. The film's theme of a boy in search of a greater purpose and ultimate sacrifice and the discovery of true friendship would greatly complement the vision of Kingdom Hearts, while also offering a great dark world full of danger to partake in, and that is why the Black Cauldron gets number 3. Atlantis: The Lost Empire is one of my favorite Disney films, like ever. Its mix of dated sci-fi and mystical ancient relics create a sense of wonder and magic that Kingdom Hearts knows too well. Not only that, a major plot point deals with something called the Heart of Atlantis, and as we know, the worlds in Kingdom Hearts do have hearts. This could be the first time we can deal directly with a world's heart and learn more on their machinations and how one would truly interact with them. The characters of Atlantis are all extremely interesting, each with their own backstory and differentiating goals and troubles, and their interaction with Sora and company should prove an enlightening experience to say the least. Atlantis itself and the path leading up to it are immense, and Atlantis is referenced in the film as the Lost Continent. However, only the central city is left at the bottom of the ocean, but despite that, the size will be no issue for Kingdom Hearts 3. Along with all of this, Atlantis has some amazing boss potential, ranging from the Leviathan, a crystal-infused Kida or crystal-corrupted Rourke, and potentially darkness-corrupted Guardians. I mean, they corrupted Baymax, why can't they corrupt this? Atlantis has all the bearings of how a world should function in Kingdom Hearts already in the film, so there should be no reason why it shouldn't make it to Kingdom Hearts 3, and that's why it gets number 2. And now my number 1 movie I want to see in Kingdom Hearts 3. If you follow me to a T, you probably already guessed it. That's right, Treasure Planet, Disney's sci-fi take on Treasure Island. Please, God, make this happen. Roy Conley, complete your damn trilogy. Tangled is in, Big Hero 6 is in, Treasure Planet, come on. And by the way, I know that he also co-produced The Hunchback of Notre Dame, but that's the key word, co-produced. I'm talking full responsibility, not partial. Kinda like how Taya Sui is a co-director and not director. Anyways, I digress. Treasure Planet just spews imagination and potential as an explorable Disney world, especially by the case of the Sea of Space. I mean, look at it, that is literally the lanes between. Imagine that rendered in the Unreal Engine 4 Kingdom shader. Anyways, moving on. Jim Hawkins will be a great partner to run along with Sora. They would just have to give him a blaster. And a sword maybe? Come on. Maybe he can also fight with a Solar Sky Surfer? Speaking of which, imagine a racing segment between Jim and Sora, with Jim using his Solar Sky Surfer against a Keyblade glider. It's time Sora got one. Okay, I know I've been saying the same thing of the what if situation for a couple of years now, but come on, doesn't that sound sweet? Enough about that. The scope of the world itself would be massive. Montresor, the spaceport, the space sea, the treasure planet itself. It will be a grand excursion that can easily rival the best of what Kingdom Hearts has to offer. Narrative-wise, the map to Treasure Planet is already very extensive in the film, but it could be remolded in order to fit with the Kingdom Hearts series, to the point that the worlds shown on the map are actually the worlds of Kingdom Hearts instead of those in the galaxy of the film. Something that could be extremely dangerous in the wrong hands, and the portal device itself could be used to discover new worlds unknown to the heroes and villains. For Sora and company, it could prove useful in finding the lost Keyblade wielders and the key to return hearts. For Maleficent, the black box. And for Xehanort, the princesses of heart should the guardians test his patience. All of this and more should more than solidify Treasure Planet's place in Kingdom Hearts 3, and that's why it gets number 1 on my list. Kingdom Hearts 3 looks to be the most massive Kingdom Hearts game yet, with the promise of many new worlds that will be huge in design and shall be beautifully represented in the Kingdom shader. Though this means some worlds will be on the chopping block, we shouldn't fear, as we will encounter new worlds on films that have captured our imagination in the time we live in now, just like the films did in the first Kingdom Hearts game. News of more worlds are imminent and expanding as time passes. Did your favorite film that could become a world make the list? What world do you want to see in Kingdom Hearts 3? Leave a comment below and be sure to like, favorite, share, and most importantly subscribe to HMK for more Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 3 content. So until the next video, I've been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.